Hey everyone, this is Tyler, and I'm here with Kelvin from Easy Agent Pro. We're diving into our second podcast of the week. Like we talked about last week, we're going to be giving 2 episodes per week now. One is going to be just sort of a deep dive into somewhere that we think the industry is going, a way to generate leads or something like that. You can check that out. Monday's episode, it was all about how to get leads with quality photos you took for MLS houses and ways to repurpose that. Pretty cool stuff, actually, if you want to go check that out. But today, the second show of the week is just sort of an ask or a question show where Kelvin is talking with people. He's in the Facebook group that all the LeadSites people are in. We get questions from the free coaching calls you get. With a lead site, you get access to our office hours, which are 3 times a week. So we just get a ton of questions. I mean, I've got 2 questions in my email right now that I've got to go answer after this call. So we're just going to go deep dive into that because we've got people here at Easy Agent Pro that specialize in this stuff. And we think we can bring some answers to the real estate marketplace that might help you. So how you doing this week, Kelvin?
I'm doing good, Tyler. Thanks for asking. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Anything new come up?
Yeah, actually. So had a lot of really good questions in LeadSites office hours this past week and with some of our one-on-one coaching calls. And I kind of wanted to throw 3 main ones your way. Okay. The first of which kind of focused around Instafarm pages. And to give you a little background on it, Eric Ross out in California, Simi Valley, he actually had some questions on using long tail keywords with his Instafarm page as opposed to just the area plus homes for sale. And he kind of was asking about adding, get the best deals in Simi Valley homes for sale, for instance. And he put a page together and came back to the most recent office hours. And his page jumped up to page 1 of Google in 3 days. And he was just kind of asking, he was a little surprised by that, but very happy with it, but also asking kind of how he can go about making sure he stays there. He actually hasn't even filled out the page in its entirety. So he's got room to add content. And he just wanted to know what you thought about how he could make sure he maintains that ranking.
That's good. Yeah. So first, congrats, number 1, because it's rare,
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you got it on your first shot, which is it can happen, and it happens a lot with Instafarm, but we try to say go for the long haul. That way, if it doesn't happen, it is something that builds
Absolutely.
over time. So the second thing that I would say to that question is, long tail keywords, all that really means, it's a really fancy term. SEO is all made up, by the way. Let's just clear the air. SEO, Google doesn't tell anyone what their algorithm is, and it's a really, really complex thing. And so SEOers just pretend and make up these words to have a chance of showing up on Google. So all this is made up stuff, really. I mean, some of it's proven with stats, but really it's just all sort of, out there. So long tail keywords basically just means you're going after something that's Dallas luxury condos 2 miles north of the McDonald's on the freeway, right? Something really, really long and niche. In his case, it was this really smaller location. And so I would rather see people or agents spend their time writing 200 word, right? So when you're talking about SEO, everyone's write 1,000 words, right? I would rather see you write 200 words, upload 3 unique images, and have your IDX on an Instafarm page for an ultra long tail keyword, and then just link them all to each other, make one about ABC and link ABC to XYZ, and then make one about XYZ and link that to ABC. I'd rather see you make 10 of those, because I know that 1 or 2 of those long tails will get you on the first page, than for you to write a 3,000 word one once and then quit. I believe in long tail SEO. It's how we built Easy Agent Pro. It's how we built LeadSites, for you to just grind out these pages so that over the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months to a year, and then beyond that, you just start getting little trickles of traffic from a ton of smaller keywords. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
Does that
Absolutely.
answer the question? I kind of went on a rant there. But.
No, it totally does. And kind of to build on that, what I also told him was he only had, 600-ish words, I think, filled out. So I know
That's
one of
exactly what I'm describing. 600. Everyone's 1,000 words get you on the first page. Anything else, you're dead. That's true if you're going after like Dallas homes for sale, right? Like it's really hard. But if you're going after that smaller long tail stuff, you can start to do what we called in a blog post keyword stacking, right? So you're going to stack a bunch of these small keywords, get on the first page for a bunch of these small little things, and then eventually you're going to have a ton of traffic. The other one is sort of like the moonshot, where you're like, I'm either going to make it or I'm going to fail miserably. And I hate moonshots. Like, I don't like them.
No, I completely agree. Yeah, that completely answers the question. Thank you. So the next question was something that I really enjoy. It involves social media, but I'm sure you're going to have something to say on it as well. I was talking to an agent who's actually new to her area, and she was kind of asking what the best way would be to go about building a presence digitally. She just moved down from Canada. Very wonderful woman. And she was asking about which networks to explore and what would be the best way to go about building her presence.
What's your answer to this question, Kelvin?
I told her prioritize Facebook over all other social media networks, especially if she's new, because the whole basis of Facebook is that's the platform that lets people find you. And I also told her that the foundation for actually spreading and building a presence digitally is the content back on your website, which is your hub and your foundation for spreading out. And so I also talked about kind of leveraging your blog and the content in creative ways, kind of how we talked about that webinar a couple of weeks back, where you could do a blog like, here's the top 5 restaurants in the area, and then you can link up with those restaurants and kind of have access to their audiences by sharing it around. And so using your blog in creative ways and building this content, which you just really can't get away from, and then distributing it out on Facebook and the rest of your social media channels, and then pairing that content with different types of ads that are designed to actually build your audience.
That's cool. So like that's basically that's marketing in a nutshell in 2016. But like to give a really specific answer to that type of question, what I would say is pick the 3 to 5 most popular restaurants, services, things in the community that really define the community, and go out to them and write a blog post or create a Facebook post that links back to your site and just feature the heck out of those people. You really need to do like relationship building arbitrage with your site. No one in where did she move to? Like where's she living? She moved from Canada to
California.
California, like what city?
Right on the coast. I think it was. I can't remember the exact city.
Look at wherever it was. So she. What I would do is I would pick like the top 3 restaurants and do like a top 3 pick every week, and make it a series or something, and like feature those people left and right. Make videos on those locations. There's going to be a post going live on Easy Gym Pro about how to like literally use your like phone on location with the YouTube app to make videos in like 2 minutes and just upload them instantly. Go make those videos on location, feature those businesses, and what's going to happen is, let's say you do 3 a week for a month, so that gives you 12 businesses you featured. That's 12 friends that you've already built for your business, who are going to link to you, who are going to share you on social, who you can go in like 6 Facebook groups and say, hey, I just moved here. These are top restaurants that I've found so far. What are your thoughts on that? And you can share that in, right now on my phone, I could open up Facebook and I could type in whatever her city is. It would be great if we knew her city. Whatever city is in California, go to the group section, and I guarantee you there'd be 10 to 30 groups there that we could then post that blog in. And because it's helpful, it's not salesy, and it's not about real estate, you're going to get views and it's going to be okay. And that's how I would go about starting that out, from like brand new scratch in a new city with nothing. I would like write that about the most popular restaurants. I'd feature them. I would go after the local guys, and I would share it in the local groups. That's going to get you traffic from Facebook. That's going to get you traffic from those people mentioning you. That's going to build friends and real relationships, real face-to-face in-person relationships, which you can't forget about. It's going to help those restaurants SEO. It's going to help those restaurants on social media. And so that's how I would go about it. And Kelvin's answer is like the correct, like really like what you're looking to do long term. But if you're looking for a hack, that's what I'd give you.
Absolutely. And I think one of the most important things you mentioned there was to make it not come across as you're like selling yourself, you're pitching yourself. Avoid that. Yeah, give to get, and that's something we preach a lot here. The last thing was about video and how important video is now coming into 2016,
Yeah,
and
I
then
was
how.
saying with that, like content, like so. If we're going back to the first question, SEO, we talked about text. Text gets you found on Google. Video gets you leads. So video is how people are consuming things. If you look at any phone, I've just got an Android. Like if you look at any phone, videos are auto playing on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, and everywhere else. Like it's just where the internet's moving to, and it's so easy to make video. Like every Android and iPhone has a camera that's better than a $400 camera you could buy 4 years ago. And so you can start making these easy videos with free apps. YouTube, you can instantly make videos with the YouTube app on both devices. Just hit the red record button, put in landscape mode, and start going. You can get HD cameras super cheap. So I would double down on video. I would upload it directly to Facebook. And I'd use it in all your Facebook ads with links back to your site, of course, like links back to your site, but use the video as the way to go forward. And it's going to be cheaper. We're getting anywhere from 3 to 5 cent views on our video ads at Easy Agent Pro, which is insanely cheap because if you go to something like cost per click or cost per lead, you're looking at like $3 to $5 per click and maybe like 10 to 25 bucks per lead, depending on where you are. And so that's one really great way to use video. Another is YouTube. One of the things I recommend there, it's the second biggest search engine. So just upload your stuff there. And then be sure to like do some SEO with the title and the description and the keyword sections to make sure you start showing up for searches there on YouTube. But you just got to be making video. One video a week, one video every 2 weeks. I wouldn't go any less than that for making video.
Absolutely. No, I couldn't agree more. 2016 is the year of video.
Yeah, and it's so easy. I mean, it's so cheap and so easy, and you can make it about neighborhoods. You have so many beautiful things, and like if we were talking to like Easy Agent plumbers or whatever, Easy Plumber Pro or whatever, like it's terrible. Like, what are you going to take pictures of like toilets? But like, you're in real estate. Like you have beautiful houses, you have beautiful neighborhoods, you have awesome communities, you have parks, you have attractions, you have malls, all this stuff just documented on video. You see it, you drive past it, you go in it all the time anyway. Like, just document it. It's like so easy. It's in your back pocket. So that's my little video rant for this week.
That's perfect. And you said it here first. Text gets you traffic. Video gets you leads.
Yeah,
there it is.
So, if you have any questions, just be sure, if you want your question featured, just go to easyagentpro.com/ask. Kelvin will be sure to hit you up on email or wherever from there. But sure. Yeah, thanks for the great questions, everyone. And Kelvin, nice job with finding good ones this week.
Heck yeah. Bye, guys. We'll see you later.